As crews battle the Northland wildfires, support is pouring in across the Northland, including in Ely, where neighbors are lining the roads with signs of thanks. Northern News Now's Kyrie Johnson shows us how one family is keeping community spirits up and why they say this message matters right now.
Here in Ely, gratitude is going up on the roadside. Handmade signs just like this one meant to reach the crews that are out battling the Northland wildfires. And for some local families, this isn't just something they see on the news. It's their own people on the front line. For the Manning and Grazine family, those signs are more than a show of support. They're personal.
We are so appreciative of everybody coming in and trying to save not only the boundary waters, but our homes that are right outside.
And it goes deeper than that. Both families have a long history in the fire service. Right now, several loved ones are working 14-hour wildfire shifts with area departments, as well as crews arriving from around the country.
One of them are dead. Uncle Matthew, they're working very hard, and we want to thank them.
And while there are dozens of signs around town, they wanted to make theirs personal.
Our family is out there. They're working just as hard as everybody else, and we wanted to make it just as special for them.
A simple sign on the highway meant to send a little love.
I write it, thank you for saving our homes.
In a town this close to the fire line, that's not an exaggeration, but a reminder of what they're fighting for.
I think we, as a small town community, appreciate that more than some others do, because within a blink of an eye, your front door could be gone.
Thank you!
We'll have a list of all the other resources available for the community and the firefighters on our website. In Ely, Kyrie Johnson, Northern News Now.